Okay. Now we're gonna go put it. Welcome to Mobile Electronic Diagnostic. This is Muhammad Harun Idris. Please subscribe, share, and like. Today we are talking about something different. It is about Dash Caliber 2010-11 horn problem. The horn, it doesn't work. This horn in this car, it works a little bit different. Even the technology changed from giving ground to the relay or giving ground to the horn directly. It become a little bit different in this car. Let's go ahead. We already test the horn. The horn is working. So this car here, okay, this car here, the theory or the way this car work, if you want to understand the horn on this car, is that here we have a fuse box, but actually it's not only a fuse box. This is intelligent power control module. If you see there in the corner, it is a computer. This is a computer that distribute a lot of information, headlights, signal lights, all this stuff in and out. Here is the engine computer for this car. Engine and transmission computer, sometimes only the engine computer. If you notice here, if you open this engine computer, you're gonna see a hole. The air filter collect the air through this extension like this. The air coming while the car is driving, the air, dynamic air can pull here and then is go inside to the engine, but through that one, it will cool down this engine computer because this is the same like your laptop or desktop computer need a cooling system. That's one. There is no difference between this engine computer function and your laptop or your cell phone. They are the same. Input and output, battery, information, keyboards. The keyboards is just sensors. The input of the sensors, when the heat system go up or the crankshaft sensor gives signal to get an output, like you push a button, control P for printer. Here also a signal from crankshaft sensor means that I need to fire the coil. The coil have to get a spark. Good. Now, in this car here, everything is okay. But about the horn, there is no any conventional horn, not any electrical horn. Yes, electrical is only the output of this computer to this place here. Can you push the horn for me? To this place here. You see? Consider this is a wire. You see this is a wire. He pushed the horn there, my friend. And now you see, as soon as he pushed the horn, we have 12 volt come here, you see? Leave it push, you see? And that signal, thank you, is good. And that this one here is connected to the horn. The horn is self ground. You need only power. So how does it work? Here we have a switch. We have a ground coming from the clock spring or from the steering column or signal only. When you push this button here, it sends signal to the clock spring. The clock spring in this car, I believe, also is a computerized clock spring, not power. So as soon as the clock spring or the steering column control module get the signal, it will not send the signal to the, it will not send any ground to the horn. No, it will send signal to the information to the cluster. That means if you take this cluster out, you may not get horn. So it sends signal to the cluster, and the instrument cluster will send signal that horn request to the intelligent power control module. The intelligent power control module will interpret the signal, and it have a small processor. That processor will send power to the horn. The processor is fused, is already have its fuse built in. It's not serviceable. That means if this thing go bad only because of the horn, the whole unit have to be replaced. It's not serviceable. Maybe some people open it, service it, they have a time, but this is how it works. There is no fuse for horn here. So the power coming directly from the computer to the horn, which is mounted. He's putting it right now there. You have light to
Yeah.
Okay, which now he's putting it. As soon as he put it in, be sure that the ground is good. The connector, where is the clip that is going into the horn, must be good also. If it's not, you will get no horn. Sometime you may get a wiper is not working, headlight is not working, cluster go bad. Those are, I noticed that in Jeep Commanders 2008, 6, 7. You have to disconnect the battery for about 20 minutes, touch the terminal together, the battery terminal, the cables, not the battery itself, and then it will reset itself. Here, I believe the horn is sitting somewhere. Where is it? You see that place here? That's the horn. I'm going to show you this. That's the horn where it sits. You see? Sometimes it have a single horn, sometimes it have two horns. Don't forget also you have a fuse relay box here. I don't know what it is for, but we have a fuse box here. Those wires, don't let it touch, especially in this area. Don't let it touch here. It may get cut and you put you in trouble. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this. You're gonna secure it, and this wire, it will go into this connector here after everything is done. So this wire have to go easy. We don't want it to be tension there, right? So put it in, and we're gonna test it. Again, I have a wiring diagram for this car. If you want to fix nowadays car, please get a subscription from the OEM website or or Aldera. Aldera also is a company that they have very good information about wiring diagram. I'll give you example here. If you need to buy a subscription from Chrysler website, they have things like this. You can pay $30 or less than $30 for 1 day or 3 days, or 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, and you get a wiring diagram like this. For example, here, this is the two horns, left and right. This is a wire. Here is the total integrated control module. You see, non-serviceable. You see here, circuit board, non-serviceable. So you push, you push the power from the here, like when you push here, signal go to the cluster, from the cluster to the intelligent power control module. Here, from here to the steering control module or the clock spring, from clock spring to the cluster, from the cluster to the intelligent power control module, from the intelligent power control module to the horn, and everything will work. Try to be sure that you have everything correct before you take a decision that the thing is not working. Right now, he's tightening it. Hold on. Also, just to give you some information, I'm gonna close this one. If the horn doesn't work, don't go and look for, and how you know, you have to put the machine. I'm gonna show you after we finish here in the second video. Put a machine. Okay, I'm gonna take this one also out. Put your computer, your scanner, and go to body control module or body control module or intelligent power control module. That's one, and look at the data. When you push the button, you will see if the button is being pushed. It will show you that the horn request is there or not, on and off. This is the air follow to cool down your system for you. Okay, and this is a dash caliper, and I believe all dash newer models with the intelligent power control module, they have the same functionality, almost the same functionality, the same approach. So this is just a quick information. Please subscribe and share and like. And my advice, if you are working a lot on cars, do not approach any car for electrical without having wiring diagram. Okay, what kind of company or what company I can go to it? There is a company called Aldera. Aldera, they have a great information, and not only that, they have a very great tech support. They give you for 3 technicians about $180, and you're good to go. A car coming in, instead of tracing the wire one by one, where did the wire go under. Long time ago, we have 5, 6 wires. You go under the hood, Under the dashboard, you see 2 wires, and that's one for the horn, headlight, backup light, signal light. That's it. But right now we have thousands of computer wiring harness, computer communication. You done? You wanna go up? Okay. Still we are processing just to put the horn back. And this is where you can catch the horn if you wanna put it in.
No space in here.
Is it going?
It's glowing, but there's no space.
Yeah. You need to take your time. Then you're gonna squeeze.
Okay.
You did it right. Now I'm gonna go down a little bit, and you hold the ground, and I will push the horn. If it beep, if there is no voltage drop, and the ground is good, it will work. And if it work, so you need to set it up. Let me see now. Okay. Sends the signal. What you need to do is you're gonna tighten it good and then squeeze the connector too.
Okay.
Connector and put the electrical cleaner, and you're good to go. You don't need to tell her to come next week.
Okay.
Thank you for watching Mobile Electronic. Please subscribe and share. You need a tire, please come to Tire 13 by Utica Avenue, and see you soon and be safe on the road.